BTS. Oh, you have a hijab on. That's scary. Are you in Islam overall? Before marriage, men and women should not be having physical relations.
Oh, right.
One dude literally grabbed my hand and said in English, he was like, "Come on, you and me, baby, let's get married."
Hey guys, what's up? And today I am with Dina. Dina is actually from the US and she is working here as an English teacher. She's been here like almost, a year now.
Yeah,
right?
almost a year.
Yeah, exactly. And because Dina, I made a video about what Koreans think of dating Arabs, and of course, like the Muslim community started asking me about what is the life of Muslims in South Korea, and I was looking for somebody, and then finally I met you. So yeah, I'm so happy that you came on my channel. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for letting me
Yeah.
here.
So for coming to South Korea, just by yourself like this, what was your first impression? Was it very different from what you expected, or was it very similar to what you're according to expectations?
Well, before I came, I watched a ton of vlogs so that I didn't get culture shocked. So I watched like your videos and other people's videos.
Alright.
So I really didn't have any culture shock because of the fact that I immersed myself into as much of it as I possibly could. So that I knew, oh yeah, people are gonna spit on the street, or people are gonna stare at you. So I knew that already, so I could prepare myself and not have it be that weird.
All right. What about the food? Because I know in South Korea often, like in US, I know you can order and you can separate things. Like you can order according to your way, like I want this much cheese or what. But here sometimes, it's hard to ask them can you separate the ham, or sometimes they do it also. But how do you handle that part?
Well, actually, this is going to be same with self-promotion. I'm sorry, you can cut it out. I'm actually working on a video right now about how to eat halal in Korea. But basically, it is hard a little bit. They do not always take, sometimes it's impossible to take it out. Like if there's a burger with pork and shrimp in it, they can't take it out, it's together. But like kimbap, if you go to a place that physically makes the kimbap, you can ask them, hey, please leave out the ham, like ham 빼고주세요. They will leave it out. Most of the time though, I end up ordering things that I know don't have meat in it, or that I know that meat is easy to take out of. Like some things are impossible, like soup bases have pork. You can't just be like, hey, can you give me a different soup base?
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah, they don't really do that, so.
But guys, Dina is also a YouTuber, so I'll be putting all her information in the description box below. So later, if you have further questions, you can directly ask her. In the U.S. right now, there's a lot of discrimination, especially after Trump. He literally said in his speeches Muslims are terrorists and we don't want them to come to our country. And I'm sure that you face a lot of prejudice and discrimination back in the U.S.
Yes.
How is it different in South Korea?
Completely different. Actually, in the U.S., I get people flip me off, cuss me out, threaten me, on the street. Okay. It's scary. Korea completely different. People don't do that at all. People are just curious. I'm like a unicorn. I mean, in the States, I'm a unicorn too. But in the States, people are I hate that unicorn. And here they're like, whoa, she's interesting. They either ignore me or they're just intrigued because I'm a foreigner.
All right. But then, hijab is something, of course, it's even I know people get stared if you're a foreigner. I have brown skin, people do stare at me. Yes. But then hijab is icing on the top, right? Or cherry on the top or something. Yes. So what kind of questions people sometimes ask that they might not think, they don't have bad intentions, but it might be a little hurting or rude for you?
Are you forced to wear that? Does your husband make you wear that? I get those questions in Korea too. I have had a few people go be asked about the terrorist thing in Korea. Not too many, but I have had a few people go oh, you have a hijab on. That's scary. Are you? And they do that whole are you? And I'm I am Dina. I'm well, I'm just just another person. I'm like a safe person, obviously. Like, I don't have bad intentions. The only thing I kill is spiders. Like,
And you know, like Dina, my channel is about dating and relationships, and I wonder first of all, because you know, like before when I made a video about you know what Koreans think of dating Arabs, and some of the Muslims they said like you know dating is haram in Islam, and I know like in Muslim also there are many denominations.
Yeah.
So some are very strict, some are kind of flexible. I wonder, like, in your denomination of Muslim world, is dating considered like very bad, or it's kind of it depends on your parents, or like how does it work? Like, I wonder.
well, just Islamically speaking, like not even denominations, but just in Islam overall, before marriage, men and women should not be having physical relations.
All right.
And so when it comes to dating, most of the time dating, like in America and in Korea, involves physical relations.
Yeah. No hugging,
not-
no kissing, no.
In Islam, people say no
Right.
in the book, but then it turns into people's, like how people practice it.
And let's say there's a Korean guy. He doesn't want to become a Muslim, but he respects you,
Yeah.
and then he also respects your values of you know the physical contact thing. Would you consider dating, or you want to date someone who is from the same belief, so you guys do not have a lot of you know conflict?
I think it would be easier to date someone who is Muslim.
Okay.
But I can't say that I'm like against like more like hanging out with a guy.
All right.
Just because he's obviously, I mean, if I'm interested in him and he's interested in me and we're not doing anything haram,
Okay.
and like, like, then I feel like it should be okay. Ooh, BTS. Okay, sorry. What was the
She's fun.
question?
She's a fun person, guys.
Yeah.
I have people who were like very simple. They would like. They were very simple when they came to Korea, but after like a while, they like turned into that K-pop thing, all dressed up and all. Do you think
Yeah.
you are changing in these last 9 months? There is some effect on your lifestyle, or you become even stricter in your religion?
I would say yeah, there is some effect because
Okay.
obviously I'm in a new pond. If I'm a fish, I'm in a new pond.
Sure.
So yeah, I would say there's different. Right now, I'm wearing like clothes that I bought here in Korea, and obviously I'm wearing Korean makeup. I'm kind of doing slightly more Korean-ish style,
Okay.
not fully.
All right.
And obviously my food tastes and stuff have changed. So I
right.
would say that even though I've only been here 9 months, I would say that it has affected me. Yes.
All right. So how about like Korean guys approaching you? Like, do they approach you a lot? Are they scared to approach you? Or when they approach you, like, what is it like? I really wonder about it.
Most Korean guys are shy.
All right.
And so most of the time guys do not approach me.
Okay.
The guys that do approach me are either ajushis, so like they have like old guys and I'm like, bro, back off. I'm not interested.
All right.
Like they're creepy. And the guys, really the only time they have courage to approach me is when they're drunk. One dude literally grabbed my hand and said in English, he was like, "Come on, you and me, baby, let's get married."
What? He was drunk?
He was, yeah. I think
That
he
makes sense.
smelled like alcohol.
All right. What is your favorite thing, or like you really, really like about Korea as compared to the U.S.?
The people. I really like the Korean people. They're so much nicer. General public, I haven't had problems with the general public. No one's tried to take my scarf off.
All right.
No one's flipped me off here. No one's told me to go back to my country. Like people are in general very nice.
Really?
And they either don't talk to you or if they do talk to you, it's out of curiosity and it's out of genuine curiosity.
What is something that you want to tell all the Muslim community out there who are planning to visit South Korea, but somehow they're scared because of racism or discrimination that they might have faced in their own country? What would you like to tell them, like from your bad or good experience here in South Korea?
I would say come. Don't be scared. Korea's really safe.
All right.
And the people are really nice. People don't have guns here, which is really nice. I would say come to Korea. It's really interesting. There's so many interesting things. And I mean, there's rude people all over the world.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't try to avoid Korea because you're afraid someone's going to be rude. Like, you might as well stay in your house forever
right.
if that's what your goal is. So definitely come here if you can. Experience it. It's so interesting and it's so fun to learn about new people.
All right.
Because travel helps you learn, and when you learn more, you can become a better person, I feel like.
That's so amazing.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. And as I was talking to Dina, you know, before and after the interview, what I realized is the reason she's adjusting so well in South Korea is because of her own personal attitude. It's not that Korea is an amazing or wonderful country. Of course, Korea is it's a beautiful country, but I think it's more than that. It's her own personal attitude towards life, that she's so positive that you just, you know, if you hang out with her, you will absolutely fall in love with her. You know, I know a lot of people in South Korea who've lived here and they've always complained about Korea, like, well, this is not right and that is not good and they're not happy about this. And you know, when we have this negative attitude, it doesn't matter where you go, whichever country you live in. If you have the negative mindset, you won't be happy for anything. So at the end of the day, the choice is yours, whether you choose happiness or stay negative. But let me know, what did you guys learn from Dina and this video? Please do let me know in the comment section below, and please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly,
Smile.
Peace.